Hello, everybody. This is Skip Elsheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we watch old 16mm films. And I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a nice, restful weekend. Goofed off, moved some films, moved some shelves. There's going to be a lot more of that going on over the next couple of weeks. But let's go ahead and watch something on the scanner. What is this film called? It's Her Future. I think I showed this 6 years ago, five and a half years ago. All right, enjoy.
What will her life be like when she's grown? Will she be married? Will she have children? Will she work? Most likely, she'll do all these things sometime in her life. 9 out of 10 female students will be employed someday. Many will spend 25 years in the work world, even if they're married and have children. 48% of all women work outside the home today. These young people will soon be part of the labor force. They've chosen to attend vocational technical schools as part of their high school curricula. Some may devote their lives to their work, but most will choose a career along with marriage and a family. They're as different from one another as the career choices they've made for themselves. And from the vast number of vocational offerings, each made her special choice that spells out a good future for her.
These are some pamphlets from the Votech school that you may take home and look over. Maybe it will help you in making your decision. Also, here are some leaflets. Machinists, welding.
Well, my first feeling was I thought, well, she get into a trade as all men, and it's very rough to get into that. And then, well, let's go down. If the thing I didn't think she could do would be lifting all them heavy tools up, because some of them are pretty heavy in there.
Cosmetology, electrical construction and maintenance,
Yeah, this one looks good.
carpentry.
I was concerned about the boys that would be in her class at Votech. At home.
Auto mechanics.
What I do see, though, is a growing trend for Votech to really want to help, to really want to develop programs. When I first came here about 4 years ago, it's very difficult, almost impossible for any of our children to go to Votech and get into anything.
Appliance repair, electrical construction and maintenance.
My concern was I was wondering how it would interfere with her getting into college, if it would count towards enough of credits for her to go to college.
It's pretty rough. That's what my fear was in the first, and now I begin to like it because she likes it.
First, I'm going to see if I can make it as a master plumber first. And then after that, I want to go travel. Then maybe I'll get married after that, I guess.
We've already constructed the gas line supply pipe to the thermostat.
My father, he was sort of against it because he wanted me to take something more easy, more ladylike, you could say, more of a woman's type of job.
Okay, it's necessary then on the hot water heater to install a union, a 3-part ground seat union, so that you're able to hook the heater up, being a stationary point, to the existing gas pipe.
I am kind of proud of her. Because I figured, well, this way she's not going to have to worry about everybody waiting, everybody do this for me, do that for me. She can do it herself and not worry about having the hassle of getting it done.
Sometimes you get discouraged, especially when you're a new girl, and you think the Army's going to quit and I'm going to do something easy. When you start thinking about money, and then, you know, all the things that come with it, this sounds so good if you stick with it.
Yes, you have to stick it out. That's the main thing. She can't let nobody back her down or push her off or determine not, but if she's determined to go, she'll make it. That's all everybody in life is. You have to be determined to do what you want to do.
Well, I figured that anything that you like to do, that you should have that as a job. I only weigh 110 pounds, and a lot of people tried to discourage me in taking radio and TV repair because of my weight. The equipment here has rollers on it, so you don't have to do any lifting of heavy equipment.
I don't think you really need all that much physical strength as much as, you know, mental strength, just concentration. I like to see things. I like to produce things. I like to see them, like, change form, you know, and, like, become something. It's real gratifying when you make something and then you see it being used somewhere.
Yeah, you get dirty, but that you can clean it off. It doesn't matter, you know, it's not a big thing. And in terms of not being feminine, I don't see why it's not. I don't see why, you know, it's either male work or female work. You know, you use a brain to do it, you know, you use your hands and you do the work.
15 or 20 years ago, vocational offerings or vocational education was taking place in the so-called basements or cellars of comprehensive high schools or of buildings or in industry settings. And you basically saw your auto mechanics or machinist type courses, and they were very much male dominated. In recent years, in the last 5 or 6 years, we've had an increase in the number of women in vocational education, the number of female students that we have taking the course offerings. We've been able to place 72% of our students, and in addition to that, we have several others that are going on to college training.
Hopefully I'll be some type of engineer. I'm really not sure yet. And hopefully I'll be independent. I want to be independent, and whether I'm married or not, I don't know. I don't plan on getting married for another 5, 6 years.
I'm sure she will get married. She loves the family, you know, when we get together. But as far as her career, that's topmost in her mind right now.
I feel that Doreen has good judgment, has used good judgment in her decisions, and I wouldn't hesitate to support her in whatever judgment she should make, within reason. Okay?
She always wanted to build things, do things around the house with the hammer and nails and whatever. And when she got old enough, about 5 years old, we got her a tool chest. And she'd go back in the woods and just spend hours back there.
We went out and we built tree houses all the time, you know, and I like to, you know, say, oh, let's put a wall here and a wall here, you know, and put a door here, you know. I like to say what went where and build them because I love working with my hands. I like it because I like math, and I like to apply the math to the surveying. You turn angles, and you have to calculate how many the angles you turn, and you have to take degrees and minutes and calculate the degree of error. It depends on the temperature outside. You have your wind factor and your temperature factor and all this to work into it.
We have a number of our students who are enrolled in pre-engineering courses in our technology program. We also have them going on to art institutes or the Culinary Institute for additional training, so that it is possible for our students to take a vocational offering as well as enroll in a college program back at their home high school.
I am engaged, and I do plan to be married, but I do want to continue my art, and I want to get further training in this art field, probably open up a business or something like that. I had muscular dystrophy since I was 7, and it hasn't gotten worse, but it hasn't gotten really better either. So when I'm here at this school, they've helped me a lot, you know, to get up and downstairs. So that was kind of difficult, but they gave me a key to the elevator. Then here in class, I was given a special desk to work out.
My main interest in sending Lori to Votech was in the fact that I thought it was a very good place for her to learn a trade. Lori's enrolled, she's in food services, and has been for the last year. She really loves it. You know, she's in baking and in working at the lunch room or cafeteria that they have there, taking
I don't know what happened. That's very frustrating again. Scanner just crapped out. Like, it was running, but the process of digitizing it crapped out, and I'm not sure exactly why I did that. Oh, it's Monday. Anyways, let's learn about Switzerland, the land and its people.
When we think of Switzerland, we may think of mountains, mountains such as the mighty Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is one of the many peaks included among the chain of mountains called the Alps. Tourists come from all over the world to enjoy the majestic beauty of the Alps. These mountains make up 2/3 of the land of Switzerland. A lower range of mountains, the Jura, cover 1/6 of the land. The Jura Mountains form the northwestern boundary between France and Switzerland. The Jura Mountains in the northwest and the Alps in the south form the natural boundaries of Switzerland. Switzerland is a small, landlocked European country. It is entirely surrounded by larger countries: France, West Germany, Austria, and Italy. There is no single Swiss language. Here, a dialect of French is spoken. Here, a German dialect is spoken. An Italian dialect is spoken in the southern mountainous regions bordering Italy. All of Switzerland is not mountainous. A plateau, the Mittelland, or, as it is said in German, Mittelland, extends across the country from Lake Geneva on the French border to Lake Constance on the German border. The Mittelland lies between the Jura Mountains and the Alps. The Alps, as we have seen, cover most of Switzerland. The mountain slopes in this cool, moist climate are suitable for grazing cattle. In the summertime, fine dairy cattle graze in the high mountain pastures under the watchful eyes of the herder. The milk from these herds is taken to towns and cities, where it is made into a famous Swiss product, cheese. Here, bits of curdled milk, called curds, are being lifted out of a vat. The liquid running out of the cheesecloth bag is called the whey. The bag of curds is then moved over to a mold. The curds of raw cheese are pressed into the mold to give the cheese a round shape. In this cellar, the cheeses are stored and allowed to age for several months. This is called curing. When the cheeses are cured or ripe, they are taken to the marketplace. Here, some will be exported, and some will be sold to the people of this alpine town. Many smaller alpine towns are famous for another kind of industry, the tourist trade, a leading industry in Switzerland. Such towns have excellent inns and hotels. The high mountain slopes are good for skiing and other winter sports. Mountain climbing is very popular in Switzerland. This Swiss guide makes his living by leading climbers up the steep trails. From the high mountains, we might see one of many dams which store water from the mountain streams and glaciers. These dams help convert water power into electricity, electricity used by Swiss factories and railroads. The water, snow, and ice of Switzerland's mountains are the source of important European rivers. The Rhone and Rhine rivers, for example, have their beginnings in the Alps. But perhaps most important of all, the Alps in the south and the Jura Mountains to the northwest have given the people of Switzerland natural boundaries. The protective mountains have helped to keep the Swiss people free and independent for centuries. Here in the Jura Mountains of Switzerland, particularly in the city of La Chaux-de-Fonds, the watchmaking industry of Switzerland had its beginnings centuries ago. Like this craftsman, watchmakers once worked in little shops in their own homes. But the watchmaking industry in the Jura region of Switzerland has grown into a factory industry with different men making different parts of the watches. In these factories, up-to-date machinery is used to make precision watches. In addition to the watchmaking industry, forests on the slopes of the Jura Mountains supply lumber for making paper and furniture. Different products come from the more level lands of the Swiss Mittelland. This is the important farming and manufacturing center of the country. Some parts of the Mittelland are level enough so that large farm machines can be used to grow and harvest grain crops. This is a field of wheat. Rye, barley, and oats are also grown here. Along with grain crops, potatoes are also grown here in abundance by Swiss farmers. This potato crop is being harvested by an entire farm family of the Mittelland. Only 1/6 of the total land of Switzerland is used for farming. Most of the wealth of the country comes from manufacturing and industry. This factory in the city of Schaffhausen is one of the many located in the large Mittelland cities of Switzerland. Other large Mittelland cities are Geneva, Lausanne, Fribourg, Lucerne, Zurich, Basel, and Bern. Bern is the capital of Switzerland, a picturesque city which has kept its old world charm. The name Bern comes from the German word which means bears. The city keeps a number of bears in this pit. Most bears seem to like performing, and these are no exception. Their antics attract many townspeople and tourists. Another attraction in Bern is the famous clock tower. At the stroke of each hour, a little jester rings 2 bells, and figures of soldiers and animals appear. A scene that children especially enjoy. The The Parliament building in Bern is the center of the national government, called the Swiss Confederation. The legislators who meet in Bern to make the laws are elected by the 22 states of Switzerland. These states are known as cantons. In the canton of Zurich, located in the Mittelland, is Zurich, Switzerland's largest city. In the old section of Zurich are narrow streets and old-fashioned houses. But a new section of Zurich reflects a modern city. A city which is Switzerland's chief manufacturing center. This textile plant in Zurich manufactures silk fabrics. Much of the silk produced here is exported to other countries. Textile machinery of many types is also manufactured in Zurich. In addition to manufacturing, Zurich is an important world banking center. Because Switzerland has a history of avoiding wars and maintaining a stable government, banking has become a big international business. Banks can be found in many Swiss Mittelland cities. This bank is located in Basel, Switzerland's second largest city. Basel is a gateway to Switzerland from the north. Situated on the upper Rhine River in the Mittelland, Basel is the country's only port. To Basel, barges on the Rhine bring coal from the Ruhr Valley in Germany. Swiss manufacturing depends greatly on imported raw materials such as coal. In turn, Swiss products, such as machinery, are sent by rail from Basel to other European markets. Foodstuffs, such as chocolate and condensed milk, are other exports sent down the Rhine from Basel. So the large Swiss cities of the Mittelland are centers of commerce and industry. We saw that in these cities, many Swiss people make a living in textiles and other industries. Many others are employed in finance and banking. And some are farmers in the Mittelland. In the mountainous parts of Switzerland, many people earn a living from the tourist trade and watchmaking. Others are employed in lumbering and dairying. We have seen Switzerland as a beautiful and rugged country where the people have made excellent use of their land and other natural resources to build an industrious and thriving nation.
I'm not eating lasagna, I'm actually eating tacos. Yeah, there you go, cornet. Yeah, and I am having problems getting this to connect. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the scanner so we're just gonna go with the stuff we've already scanned. Here's Breath of Life, featuring our good friend, Art Linkletter. Enjoy.
We live in an ocean of air. As air sweeps across the face of the earth, it reveals many moods. Air is a wandering breeze that leaves its portrait on a lake. Air is an unrelenting wind that rules the sea. Air is the invisible force that sculptures sand, carves the snow. It is free and unconfined. Air is the breath of all life. As air is breathed and released, life is sustained. Its presence means life, unless sometime, somewhere, breathing suddenly stops. A careless moment on the job, an accidental poisoning in the home. A sporting mishap. A drought. This life was spared because someone was willing to share the breath of life. A non-breathing victim needs oxygen, and he needs it immediately. Mouth-to-mouth breathing is the only known method of emergency resuscitation which supplies oxygen without a loss of time. You use less than a quarter of the oxygen you breathe in. Air contains 21% oxygen. Your exhaled air still has 16%. This slightly lower oxygen content is not as important as the speed with which you get it to the lungs. And once learned, mouth-to-mouth breathing is as easy as blowing up a balloon. These students are being taught the basic steps of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. The chart shows that during normal breathing, the air passages are open. If someone becomes unconscious, the tongue, which is attached to the jaw, often falls back against the throat and blocks the air passage. When the neck is lifted and the head is tilted back, the tongue is drawn forward to open the air passage. Various methods can be used to open the air passage. You can insert the thumb in the mouth and lift the jaw. Or you can push the jaw upward. But the simplest way is the head tilt method of lifting the neck and tilting the head back. Opening the air passage is always the first step in resuscitation, and sometimes this alone will enable the victim to breathe by himself. Mouth-to-mouth breathing can be demonstrated on a training mannequin. First, lift the neck and tilt the head back. Seal the nose to prevent air from escaping. Open your mouth widely and make a tight seal around the mouth. Blow forcefully until the chest rises. Remove your mouth to let the victim exhale. Repeat every 3 to 5 seconds. More important than an exact rate is a full inflation with each breath. It is also possible to seal the nose with your cheek when you do mouth-to-mouth breathing. If the head is tilted back, but the chest does not rise when you blow into the mouth, quickly clear the throat with the index finger. When you see the chest rise and hear the victim exhale, you know that the lungs are being inflated. Mouth-to-nose breathing is an alternate method to mouth-to-mouth. In this case, the hand is placed under the jaw to keep the lips closed and to maintain the head in the tilted position. A pillow under the head flexes the neck and may cause obstruction of the air passage. Always remove it before attempting resuscitation. Children can easily learn how to give artificial respiration by the mouth-to-mouth method. Here, a young boy practices on a classmate. He lifts the neck, tilts the head back, then he takes deep breaths and blows until the chest rises. Although he's practicing on someone his own size, he could readily inflate the lungs of an adult if necessary. Here each student has a chance to practice the correct procedure under supervision. An antiseptic solution can be used to cleanse the mannequin between students. In young children, the leading cause of accidental death is suffocation. A baby mannequin can be used to teach the resuscitation of infants. The procedure is the same as for adults, except that the rescuer covers the baby's mouth and nose when he blows in. Also, the rate is slightly faster, about every 2 or 3 seconds. Infants commonly choke on food or foreign objects. If the chest does not rise, quickly invert the child over your arm. Deliver firm blows between the shoulder blades until the object is dislodged. Then, quickly resume resuscitation. If air distends the stomach, expel it by pressing on the upper abdomen. The head is turned to the side to prevent possible aspiration of stomach contents. No special equipment is needed to do mouth-to-mouth breathing. If you wish, you can use a handkerchief or cloth over the mouth to avoid direct contact. Medical personnel and professional rescuers entrusted with the care of the public can use airway breathing aids. However, time never should be lost seeking any breathing device. Always remember these basic steps. Lift the neck and tilt the head back. Pinch the nose. Make a tight seal around the mouth. Blow until the chest rises. Now here are some real-life scenes where mouth-to-mouth breathing can be used to save a life. Lift the neck and tilt the head back. Pinch the nose and breathe for the victim. When an object is stuck in the throat and the chest does not rise, turn the victim on the side and deliver firm blows between the shoulder blades. Sweep your finger quickly through the mouth to remove any foreign matter dislodged. Continue mouth-to-mouth breathing. Even though the fingers are used to pinch the nose, the head is always held back with the wrist. Take deep breaths. You are breathing for 2 people. A return of natural color and breathing are signs of a successful rescue. Always begin mouth-to-mouth breathing as soon as possible. Water cannot be drained from the lungs, so do not waste time on such maneuvers. The steps are simple and sure. Neck lifted, head back, nose sealed. Now inflate the lungs. A drowning victim often swallows large amounts of water. After mouth-to-mouth breathing is well established, you can quickly turn the victim on the side and apply pressure on the upper abdomen. After a victim has been revived, there is always a risk of her becoming sick to the stomach. If left on her back, she could choke. After any resuscitation, it is best to turn the victim on her side and to maintain this position until medical help is available. Must act quickly to save a life. The brain cannot survive for more than 3 to 5 minutes without oxygen. Mouth-to-mouth breathing is first aid. Always send for help as soon as possible. Keep the head well back to maintain an open air passage. Everyone can learn how to give someone a second chance to live. The use of this life-saving knowledge can bring back the breath of life.
So much calamity in that. Holy cow. I thought it was just going to be a boring CPR film. And so I had been hesitant to show it. I was like, probably not that great. In fact, there is a newer version of this called New Breath of Life. And I don't think it is as fraught with danger as this one is. This one has a lot of people in harm's way. And we're big fans of watching dramatizations of people in harm. We're not really into watching footage of people actually being harmed, but no, love it. All right, what do we got? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Kevin, for donating via the Super Thanks button. Yeah, you can support us by doing that, hitting the thumbs up, subscribing, using donating via Patreon, Venmo, ko-fi.com. Those are great ways to support us. All right, so this is I've been digging and finding these Agency for Instructional Television series, and I found another one, like a totally different one. We've been showing some Bread and Butterflies. We of course showed Inside Outs, the Self-Incorporated, the Trade-Offs. This one's called On the Level, and this one's Daddy's Girl. So I don't know the gist of this one, but enjoy.
The following cooperative project is supported by state and provincial agencies working through the Agency for Instructional Television.
Add more.
Okay. That's got it.
Okay. Go tell Jeannie it's time to milk now.
Okie doke.
Jeannie, time to milk.
Who's going to take me?
I'll take her, Mac. I'll drive. Finish up here, will you? My leg's been acting up.
Oh, Daddy, can I drive?
You keep your eyes on the road, hon. Right?
Dad.
You gotta take it easier. What?
Dad, you just make me so nervous.
You make me nervous too, young lady.
Want to come in for some ice cream or something?
Yeah, why not?
I got a tea. Hi, Carol. Glad you're here.
Mr. McDevitt.
Oh, hi.
I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, bye.
Jean, who is that?
That's Donna Haycock.
That's Donna Haycock?
Yeah,
What happened to her?
she grew up. She's living in Winchester with Wayne Twillinger. What kind of ice cream do you want?
That's Wayne Twillinger, huh?
Oh, that's Reno Vittoria. Are you gonna want nuts on this?
You zip up your blouse, young lady.
Jordan, get out here! Where you been? I'm sorry, Mac. I was stacking hay. I couldn't hear you. With Jeannie? What? You been stacking hay with Jeannie? What are you all fired up for, Mac? I got two eyes, you know. Oh, wait a minute, Mac. There's nothing going on between me and Jeannie. Good. I'm gonna keep it that way. You're fired. Oh, come on, Mac. Be reasonable.
Now, look here, young lady.
Now, you look here. What you did to Jordan today was really crummy, and you know it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. If you weren't so mule-headed, you'd admit it.
Where'd she ever get such a temper?
I wonder. She's not a little girl anymore. Why don't you go talk to her? You might learn something.
She wouldn't listen. As stubborn as I am. Can I come in?
Sure.
Remember the day we found her all broken up out there in the yard?
Yeah, I thought she had died.
Daddy fixed her up.
That was fun.
I came in here to apologize to you.
Does that mean that you're gonna hire Jordan back?
No, doesn't mean that at all. That's something else. That's farm business.
Oh, come on, Dad. You know it isn't.
Now, this is not what I came in here for.
Well, what did you come in for?
I
came in here to apologize to you, and you throw it in my face.
You don't trust your car.
Don't you raise your voice to me, young lady.
That's not fair.
It is fair. Anything I say is fair.
I don't know. I reckon I wouldn't go back to him even if he begged me. How can you stand it? You want to catch a movie Thursday night?
No, I can't. He wouldn't let me.
He has to know.
Hey, Mac.
Come on.
Pick me up at 4 by the mailbox.
I told you to keep away from him.
Can't very well keep him out of a public place, can I? Fly watch? Sure. Why are you getting all gussied up if you're just going to Sally's house? Why don't you mind your own business?
See you later, Dad.
Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good time. Be back for dinner.
Did you do that?
has to be home, not me.
Come on! Jordan, what are you doing?
I'm taking you home.
Are you out of your mind? Thanks a lot, Jordan. I really needed
Yeah.
You lied to me.
Daddy,
I told you to stay away from him, and you deliberately defied me. Now, how the devil am I going to be able to trust you if you pull a trick like that? Will you answer me that?
I'm trying, but you won't let me.
Plus, you've been drinking.
I can explain that if you give me a chance.
I don't want your explanations. I just want to be able to trust you. I want you to tell me the truth, not part of the time, but all the time.
Just listen.
Is that too much to ask?
Yes, it is. When you won't listen, you don't want to know the truth.
All right, young lady, you are grounded.
For how long?
All right, 1 week for lying, 1 week for drinking, 1 week for disobeying me, and another week for sassing. Is that perfectly clear?
Perfectly. The urban blight? You're kidding. When? Oh, I'm grounded. Sally, I'll just die if I can't go. Do you think it would work? All right, bye. Mom, Betty Mitchum's sick tonight, and I've got to work till 11. Is that all right?
I suppose. Have you seen the freezer bags?
No, but be sure to tell Dad, okay? I'll remember.
Time for bed, Claire.
Oh, Mom.
Go on.
All right.
I'm gonna go pick up Jeannie now. You want anything from the store?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. She's working late tonight. She wants you to pick her up at 11.
Oh, how come?
Betty Mitchum's sick.
Oh, she is she? She looked pretty good at the Piggly Wiggly this afternoon. Said she was going to a concert at the high school tonight.
I'm sure she said Betty Mitchum.
Purple Tonight. Oh, my God. Sang that last song. Oh, God. Remember they drink on and off.
Get in that truck.
We'll wait in the car, okay?
Daddy, not here.
Get in that truck, Jeannie, now.
Don't scream at me.
Don't you tell me what to do, young lady. Now you get in that truck and pronto.
Get out of here.
You stop right there, young lady, or you're in big trouble.
Leave me alone.
You put 1 foot in that car and you've had it. You leave and you might as well not come back.
Let's go.
Jeannie!
We can write each other all the time. Okay.
Don't worry.
You guys go on. I'll be okay. Go. Bye, Jeannie.
I shouldn't have yelled at her like that in front of her friends. Where is she? If she's not back in half an hour, I'm going to call Sally's folks.
Just give her some time, Mac.
Yeah.
The next bus to Winchester is leaving in 5 minutes. All passengers, please board.
On the Level is supported by state and provincial agencies and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through the Agency for Instructional Television, together serving education.
Wow. 1980. That's kind of late when it comes to these AIT things. But I think they did a lot of stuff that was on video as well. Anyways, I was going to try to find this. See if I can make this work. I'm trying to add. What's happening? No, it's not gonna work. Let's try this other thing. Somebody sent me a interesting picture, and I'm trying to show it to you. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller. I know this is the most scintillating web streaming content. All right, so there is a couple from China who watch my films, and they actually took a break in went to Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan, and they were going to a video store there because there's lots of, it's really fascinating. I've watched lots of videos about Shinjuku, and so they said, yeah, like we were here in Shinjuku, and we went to this video store, and we found your DVDs. So they found my DVDs in Japan, and that made me super, super excited. Also, this weekend, I was at the Alamo Draft House in Raleigh with the founder, and they were doing a special event. And so people were talking to the founder, Tim League, and somebody asked him, like, well, how did the Alamo come to Raleigh? And he said, well, my good friend Skip, like, kind of goaded me into doing it, nagged me into opening this location. And I've known Skip for almost 30 years, and we've done all these shows together, and he does this thing called AV Geeks. And the woman he was talking to was like, oh my God, I used to go to AV Geek shows in Durham when I was in high school. My mom and my friend's mom would like drive us to these events, and we would watch all these amazing shows when I was in high school. And this is the first time I saw somebody actually show films live, physical films live. And yeah, so it made me feel really good. I was like, holy cow, that was probably like 20 years ago. Lots of warm fuzzies for Skip, if we're going to talk in TA terms, over the weekend. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for your donations. And thank you for ignoring most of the technical problems that we have experienced over the last 5.5 years. Okay, so anyways, join us tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm going to go buy some shelving, and that's where that money goes. The money that you donated immediately goes to buy shelving. So, good times. All right, we'll see you soon.